Archangel Michael says, "Tonight the heavens have been stirred with urgency because a shadow has moved silently in your name. Hidden hands are reaching into the vault of your destiny, attempting to take what does not belong to them. The sound of whispers has reached heaven itself, and now the warning must reach you before the damage is done. You may not yet see the full picture, but it is unfolding in real time. A person you once passed without noticing has now stepped into a darkness fueled by greed and envy. They are using your identity to withdraw a fortune, thinking no divine eye will catch them, but light has already exposed their deceit. This is not just about money, it is about your future, your stability, and the security of everything you have built. Your name is glowing in the spiritual realm, which is why darkness tries to wear it like a mask. The bank is moments away from calling you, but heaven has already called you first through this message. Archangel Michael says, divine forces are now circling you like a shield, but you must stay alert. If you ignore this message, the window of protection will weaken, allowing the wrong hands to gain access. This is not a coincidence. This is a spiritual battle disguised as a financial threat. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The person behind this scheme is not a stranger to your past. They know fragments of your life, enough to forge and mimic your presence. Documents have been signed, permissions falsified, and they believe they have successfully hidden their tracks. But divine justice never sleeps. While they move in darkness, angels are recording every action, preparing to bring it to light. The stolen identity they use is only temporary, their downfall is eternal. The bank system has already flagged something unusual. This is the first sign of divine intervention. It's not just an alert from humans but a ripple from heaven, urging you to stand strong. If you feel a sudden rush in your spirit right now, it is because an angel is touching your heart to make you aware. Archangel Michael says, "Do not panic, for panic empowers darkness. Stand firm as light surrounds you, breaking every attempt to strip you of what's rightfully yours." This moment will soon turn into a testimony of how heaven stepped in just in time. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Behind closed doors, meetings are happening right now. Papers are being shuffled, approvals pushed, and signatures compared. But what they don't know is that the divine seal on your destiny cannot be forged or faked. Every attempt they make is being mirrored in the spiritual realm, where angels are countering each move. What was meant to drain your wealth will instead become a chain that binds the thief. Heaven has already decided that their plan will collapse like a house of cards. You might feel a strange heaviness tonight, as though something is pressing against your spirit. That is not fear. It's a spiritual alarm sounding, letting you know that the fight is not just financial but deeply divine. Archangel Michael says, "Watch how quickly tables turn." The same bank that was moments from questioning you will soon be calling with apologies and news that justice has prevailed. You will not lose what is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Even now, there are cameras capturing their desperate actions, yet they believe they are invisible. They walk into buildings with your name on their lips, your numbers on their screens, and your identity in their hands. But light is already marking them. No transaction forged against you shall stand because heaven has placed a firewall around your accounts. Every code they guess, every form they forge is failing in unseen ways. What seems like a near disaster is becoming a powerful testimony. Soon, someone you trust will reveal information that exposes the full plan. A message, a document, or even a slip of tongue will deliver clarity you never imagined. And when it does, you will know this message was divine truth. Archangel Michael says, "Stand ready, for you are about to witness the hand of God move faster than any fraud, faster than any thief, faster than any attempt to steal what's yours." Type Amen to get blessing 777. They thought you were alone. They thought no one would fight for you while they manipulated systems and accounts. But from the moment they touched your name, they touched the flame of heaven. In spiritual courts, a judgment is already written against them. They will face shame publicly while you are lifted in protection and honor. This theft attempt will backfire in a way that will leave them speechless. Your faithfulness in life has created a shield that no identity thief can penetrate. Even in moments when you doubted your strength, heaven never doubted your worth. This is why divine intervention is stepping in now. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is not late, it is always on time." What is happening tonight is proof that your destiny is too important to be destroyed by hidden enemies. Type Amen to get blessing 999. But even as the spiritual shields are raised, the enemy grows desperate. The one using your identity feels time closing in on them, like a storm about to break. They know that if they do not succeed tonight, their last chance to ruin you will slip away forever. This is why their actions have become reckless. They are signing documents at a frantic pace, calling unseen helpers, and pushing every barrier they can. But with every move they make, heaven responds by sealing off another door they try to enter. Already, whispers in unseen spaces are carrying news of this failed mission. Others who tried to aid them are starting to withdraw in fear because they sense that this attempt has triggered divine punishment. Soon, they will turn against each other in blame. Archangel Michael says, "Do not be afraid when you hear rumors or sudden news about your finances. It is not destruction but divine exposure at work. Darkness is unraveling itself, revealing everything meant to harm you." Type Amen to get blessing 111. Far away from where you are, someone is staring at a screen with your name glowing bright. Their hands shake slightly, knowing they are moments from being caught. They wanted your money, your reputation, even your future, but heaven blocked their path. The bank's security team is already piecing together fragments of evidence. Digital trails are leading straight to the one responsible. They thought they could hide in shadows, yet heaven's light illuminates every corner they crawl into. Your angels have taken positions around you tonight. They whisper into the minds of those in charge of protecting your wealth, urging them to act swiftly and wisely. They are not merely bankers, they have become instruments of divine protection. Archangel Michael says, "Watch how unseen forces work through human hands to preserve you. What the enemy tried to steal will return to you multiplied and untouched." Type Amen to get blessing 222. But the enemy is cunning. This isn't the first time they have attempted something like this. Hidden for years, they've manipulated others, stolen from those who never discovered the truth. But with you, their streak ends tonight. Heaven has drawn a line they cannot cross. Even their allies, once loyal and silent, are starting to waver. The pressure of divine light has begun cracking the mask they wear. Soon, your phone will buzz, and the bank will speak. But instead of fear, you will hear victory in their tone. They will tell you of a fraud detected, a plot stopped, and your security ensured. What could have ended in disaster will turn into a moment of divine revelation. Archangel Michael says, you are being lifted into a new level of protection. What was once a threat will now serve as proof of how fiercely heaven guards you. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Imagine it, documents that bore your name are now flagged and frozen. Attempts to bypass security are failing one after another. Systems crash, approvals vanish, and notifications alert every department. This is not luck, this is divine disruption. Those who plan to drain you financially now face a storm of consequences. Their accounts, their connections, and even their freedom are at risk because of this failed attempt. The law of heaven is now operating through earthly justice. You might feel a weight lifting from your chest soon. That's because an angel is removing chains you never knew were placed on you. This act of identity theft was designed to trap you spiritually as well as financially, but heaven has destroyed the snare. Archangel Michael says, do not worry about the details, simply know that everything they tried to take is returning to you fully restored. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. In a room not far from you, someone is panicking. They can almost hear the echo of chains tightening as their plan collapses. They curse your name, wondering why nothing goes as expected. What they don't know is that your name carries heavenly fire that burns deceit. People who witness their actions will soon step forward, revealing what they know. Evidence will surface like lightning, undeniable and clear. The more they try to hide, the louder the truth will speak. This is not just another crime being stopped, it is a divine warning to anyone who dares to misuse your name again. Heaven is establishing a shield that no thief, no enemy, no manipulator will ever break through. Archangel Michael says, rejoice silently tonight, for victory is unfolding before your very eyes, even if you cannot see every detail yet. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Even now, as you read these words, the enemy is running out of time. The bank system is seconds away from locking down every fraudulent access point tied to your name. Their last attempt to drain you of wealth is being severed by unseen hands of justice. Archangel Michael stands watch over your destiny. The angelic forces are writing in the unseen realm, declaring that no forged document will hold power over you. The enemy's plan collapses like a crumbling tower as heaven restores balance to your life. There is a sound in the spirit, an alarm bell echoing like thunder. This is not human technology, this is divine warning. It signals that heaven has intercepted a spiritual and physical robbery in progress. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. Soon, they will have to face the truth. They will be questioned, exposed, and stripped of their disguise. Those who once believed in their schemes will turn against them as evidence becomes undeniable. Heavenly forces have positioned people you don't even know to step into your path and shield you. It may come in the form of a sudden phone call, an email alert, or even a message delivered by a stranger, but know this, it is not coincidence, it is divine intervention. The identity they tried to steal holds more than bank numbers, it holds your spiritual signature. That signature cannot be replicated, and every attempt to copy it triggers a holy response. Archangel Michael says, you will not just survive this, you will rise higher than before, stronger, wiser, and untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The night grows heavy for those who wished you harm. Every step they take feels like walking through a storm because divine justice follows them like lightning. What they plotted for years is undone in mere minutes. You may notice unusual dreams or sudden feelings of unrest. That is not fear, it's your spirit sensing the battle being won on your behalf. Angels are standing at your bedside, ensuring that no harm reaches you while you sleep. Soon, word will spread about how this entire plot crumbled. Even those who doubted your strength will stand amazed at how you emerged without a single loss. It will be clear to all that divine favor surrounds you. Archangel Michael says, when dawn breaks, it will not only bring a new day but a new level of protection and abundance over your life. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. At this very moment, systems are shutting down. Accounts meant to steal from you are freezing permanently. Servers are flagging suspicious actions, and internal alerts have reached authorities who are prepared to act swiftly. But this is more than earthly justice. This is a spiritual verdict sealed in heavenly courts. Every stolen piece of your identity is being returned in full, and what the enemy hoped to gain will now become their downfall. You will see signs in the coming hours that prove this message true. Whether through a sudden call, unexpected financial recovery, or news of arrests, heaven is delivering proof that you are divinely shielded. Archangel Michael says, no shadow can hide from divine light. What was done against you in darkness will now shine publicly for your vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The person who dared to use your name had no idea they were triggering a divine chain reaction. What they assumed would be a silent theft has now turned into a roaring exposure. Every file they touched, every form they submitted, is now evidence that binds their fate. The bank's internal systems are now in full alert mode. Even employees who were unaware of the scheme are being led by divine instinct to look deeper, to question, to report. The spotlight is widening, and it is only a matter of hours before everything comes to light. Your guardian angel has placed a spiritual signature across every true detail of your identity. That's why, even though they have all the stolen data, they still cannot unlock your true blessings. The door remains closed to them but open for you. Archangel Michael says, there are things heaven allows temporarily, but when it involves you, chosen one, heaven will not stay silent. This interference ends now. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. You'll begin to feel peace where panic tried to creep in. That's because the battle is already being won for you. While the enemy fumbles through forged forms, heaven has filed a report with greater authority. You may notice people becoming kinder, more attentive to you. That's because they're being spiritually moved to restore balance, to support your rise after this attempted fall. Strangers will become helpers, and even enemies will be forced to speak well of you. A name once spoken in secret, yours, is about to be declared publicly in a new light. Not as a victim, but as a victor. Not as one taken from, but one restored with increase. Archangel Michael says, stay silent for now, for heaven is still aligning every piece. Your vindication is approaching like a thunderstorm, fast and undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. Behind locked doors, the culprit is starting to break. They sense they've gone too far. What was once bold confidence has become fear. They feel like every breath is being watched, every step recorded. And they're not wrong. The truth is circling them faster than they can lie. Their co-conspirators will begin confessing soon, not out of loyalty to you, but to save themselves. The darkness they united in is now collapsing from within. Your ancestors, those who prayed for your protection long before you were born, are rising in spirit tonight. Their voices echo in the halls of heaven, declaring, "No weapon formed against our blood shall prosper." Archangel Michael says, your bloodline carries protection far deeper than anyone can understand. You are not walking alone. You are walking with generations of light surrounding you. Type Amen to get blessing 1444. There's a divine instruction being whispered to your spirit right now. It may not make logical sense, but it will guide you to safety and prosperity. Follow it. Whether it's a sudden decision to check something, delay something, or speak to someone, know that it's a heavenly prompt. Heaven is not only protecting what you have, but increasing it. What the enemy tried to steal will be multiplied in return. A deposit you never expected is already in process. The enemy tried to silence you with confusion, but you will now speak from clarity and strength. Even in your voice, heaven will be heard. Even in your footsteps, protection will go ahead of you. Archangel Michael says, you were targeted because your breakthrough is near. What they tried to block, heaven is now accelerating. The time has come. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. Let's go deeper into what's about to happen. Someone working at the bank will soon pull up a file that feels off. They won't know why at first, but their spirit will not let them ignore it. And just like that, the trap will be undone. There will be reports filed behind the scenes, investigations launched silently. You might not hear about it immediately, but don't confuse the quiet with inactivity. Things are moving faster than you know. You are walking through the middle of a divine courtroom. The verdict has already been written in your favor. All that remains is the unfolding. Archangel Michael says, the delay was not denial, it was preparation. Now that everything is in place, the protection will be both spiritual and visible. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Even as the night deepens, heaven's watch does not waver. The culprit sits in uneasy silence, sensing an invisible presence pressing against them. They know they have awakened something far more powerful than any human authority. A force they cannot bribe, silence, or escape. The angelic realm is shifting strategically. One angel stands at your right, blocking unseen dangers. Another moves ahead of you, preparing the path for justice to flow like a river. This is no ordinary intervention, it is a divine military operation ensuring your safety. Messages are being exchanged in unseen spaces. Angels are delivering instructions to protect every layer of your identity. Passwords, signatures, authorizations, all spiritually sealed beyond mortal understanding. Archangel Michael says, tonight marks the final time anyone will succeed in using your name against you. The season of silent attacks has ended. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. But heaven's plan is not just to stop this theft, it's to reveal every enemy hiding in shadows. You will notice people stepping out of masks, showing their true intentions. Friends, associates, even distant contacts will suddenly expose themselves by their actions or words. This exposure is not meant to frighten you but to empower you. You have long walked among snakes disguised as helpers. Now, the disguises will fall, and you will see clearly who stands with you and who schemes against you. What was once a circle of trust will be refined into a fortress of loyalty. No more silent betrayals, no more quiet manipulations. The thief who tried to steal your wealth is the key that unlocks the entire web of deception surrounding you. Archangel Michael says, "Take courage, the unraveling of darkness is painful to watch but necessary for your rise." Type Amen to get blessing 3838. The bank will not only stop this fraud, they will begin offering you new levels of security and benefits you didn't have before. What started as a threat will transform into unexpected favor. In meetings, your name will be spoken with respect. Behind closed doors, executives will discuss your case with seriousness, knowing it reveals gaps they must fix. Your ordeal will become the reason countless others are protected in the future. In this way, even your enemies will unknowingly serve your destiny. What? Archangel Michael says, every loss imagined by your enemies is turning into gain. You will soon walk in abundance untouched by deceit. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. The unseen courtroom is quiet now because the verdict has been finalized. The spiritual judges have slammed their gavel, declaring you untouchable. A scroll carrying your name glows in golden light, marked with seals of divine authority. This scroll contains every blessing meant for you: wealth, safety, recognition, peace. It has been guarded for generations and will never again be compromised by the hands of thieves. As the scroll is sealed once more, angels bow their heads in reverence. They know this protection is permanent. From this moment forward, any attempt to forge your identity will shatter before it even begins. Archangel Michael says, rise tomorrow knowing that the battle is won. You are not just protected, you are divinely elevated beyond reach of any harm. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. And as dawn approaches, the bank's final call will come. Not a call of fear or warning, but one of closure. They will tell you how a massive fraud was stopped, how the culprit was caught, and how your future remained secure. You will feel a weight lift you have carried unknowingly for years. The fear of unseen threats, the anxiety of betrayal, all dissolved in divine victory. From this day forward, you will walk differently. Doors will open without resistance, opportunities will come without manipulation, and your name will only bring honor and blessing. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen to survive this attack because your destiny is too great to be destroyed. This is your confirmation: no one can impersonate what heaven has personally anointed. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. But even after dawn breaks, the spiritual movement does not stop. The angels assigned to you remain on guard, ensuring no hidden plots are left unfinished. Every unseen loophole, every shadowy figure tied to this attempt, is being tracked and neutralized one by one. The person who tried to steal from you is losing more than they ever imagined. Not just money, but influence, connections, and their own false reputation. The same way they tried to ruin your name, heaven is now stripping theirs of credibility. News of their downfall will not be a whisper but a loud echo. Those who once followed them blindly will distance themselves, realizing divine justice is not to be mocked. Archangel Michael says, this victory is not momentary, it's the beginning of a permanent shield around you, ensuring this cycle never repeats. Type Amen to get blessing 7171. In the days to come, you'll begin noticing blessings flowing from unexpected places. New opportunities will arise that even your enemies cannot block. They will watch helplessly as favor surrounds you like an unshakable wall. Some may attempt to apologize or come back into your circle pretending innocence. But heaven will give you discernment, you will see through every false face. This discernment is your new weapon. It will keep you safe, guide you to the right people, and prevent any future deception. You will never again be blindsided in this way. Archangel Michael says, your journey forward is marked with light. What was once confusion will now be clarity guiding every step you take. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. The bank will honor you for your patience during this spiritual battle. Compensation, rewards, and upgraded protections will come without you asking. This is heaven's way of turning attempted loss into overflowing gain. Even your financial status will rise to new levels. Investments, opportunities, and breakthroughs will align in your favor because heaven has reset your path. When you look back, you will not see a moment of fear but a divine turning point. The night they tried to steal from you became the night your spiritual wealth was unlocked. Archangel Michael says, the heavens celebrate your resilience. Every angel rejoices knowing your destiny now shines brighter than ever. Type Amen to get blessing 8484. And in the deepest part of your spirit, you will feel it, a shift unlike anything before. It's as if heavy chains have broken, allowing you to breathe fully for the first time in years. The threat has been defeated, but more importantly, the root of it has been destroyed. No generational curse, no spiritual blockage, no silent enemy can touch you now. You have stepped into a covenant of divine protection sealed with eternal light. Every time your name is spoken from this day forward, heaven hears it first and covers it instantly. Archangel Michael says, this is not just a victory over one fraud. It is the permanent liberation of your name, your wealth, and your destiny. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.